Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Bald Kid Nostalgic, and this is SlickBlast RapCast. 3 times a charm, and we're going to do it. We have a special guest coming up, Justin D.O.A, the legendary Justin D.O.A. Master Rock, salute, brother, salute. This should be a fun one. This guy's a genius, a masterful artist, and there he goes, the brother right there. Enjoy your vacation, man. All right. There he goes. Cool. We got it. There he goes. All right. Salute.
Up, Salute.
What's up, my brother? How are you,
doing,
man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man? I appreciate you taking the time to be on, man. I appreciate it once again.
Can you see me? Everything good?
Nice and clear, brother. Yes,
okay,
I like
cool.
the hat too. I like the hat.
Thank you.
So I wanna let everybody know that we have a legendary artist on right now. This is the man with the plan. His art is in Irish pubs in Ireland. Aliens probably own some of his work. I mean, this guy's a legend. So I want to thank you first and foremost for being on SlickBlast RapCast, and I want to physically give you your flowers virtually, man, and just say thank you for what you've done for the culture, and it's great, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. So yeah, man. I wanted to ask you. I see you doing your thing with the b-boy moves, and you got some moves, man, with the pop locking and all that good stuff. Were you in a crew like coming up? Were you ever in a b-boy crew? Because I thought I was curious about that.
I was in a crew called Dynamic Breakers for a little bit, in a crew called New York Express. I just danced with a bunch of people at a crew called Rock Boys, which was essentially junior rocksteady. So if you weren't good enough to be in rocksteady, you were in junior rocksteady.
I got you.
That's what I did. But yeah, I've been doing it, still doing it, having fun with it, just messing around. That's all. I just get it's good for you. The bottom line is it's Tai Chi, it's therapy, it's yoga.
Yes.
It's positive.
Yes. The key word you said, therapy, and that's absolutely what it is, therapeutic. And I love it, man. I love your energy, and just your all around energy is a great thing. So once again, I appreciate you being on. I'm glad we made it happen.
Yes,
and I had a question before we dive into a couple of questions. It's hard to say for me, because I know you love them equally, and you just posted a beautiful De La Soul with the 3 flowers, the daisies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is it De La or Tribe, or is it equal for you as far as?
Oh no, Tribe's way better.
Damn, there you go.
It's not even close. I love De La Soul, but for me, Tribe Called Quest was like, it's almost like you have certain bands like Chicago, the Beatles, few others who don't really make a bad song.
Right.
And I think that, like a painting, they always say, what is the key to being a great painter? Well, consistency is. Consistency is. So I think that's the bottom line, is that you have to be consistent. That is Tribe. Tribe's the most consistent band in the world. In my opinion. Opinion. It's a perfect, with the Beatles, you have Paul, John, Ringo, and George, and that's like the perfect combination. You have Fife, Ali, Jarobi, and Tip, and that's the perfect combination. So
yes,
it's really it's a combination situation.
Oh, I'm glad I got the answer from you. Yeah, because it's been tough for me, man. They're both in my top 5, and they haven't left since I was young. So since we were coming up with them, so it's so tough for me. I just love them equally. You know what I mean?
De La Soul's great. I mean, they're fantastic, but I think that there's not as much diversity with De La as you get with Tribe in terms of, and that has to do a lot with the fact that Q-Tip, he's such a genius.
Absolutely, and his production as well too. His production is that's another level,
Yep, exactly.
Well, cool, man. All right, well, I just wanted to read this real quick because so this is from legendary Cornel West. He said your work captures the creativity and humanity of towering figures in contemporary culture. I mean, dude, that's pretty huge coming from a legend like that.
Pretty big. You know, what can you what can you say about that?
I know. All you can say is
I mean,
wow.
you know,
It's an honor.
it's an honor for sure. And I've been doing this a long time. Been in the game a long time, so I'm just doing what I love to do, and I think people feel that it's not really wasn't a voice for contemporary hip hop art, you know, before I was able to get some of the narratives of the culture to the culture,
Right.
you know, because I'm the first artist to paint a DJ, an MC, a b-boy, and a graph writer, and to get it to the universe through, you know, through marketplaces, colleges, mom and pop stores, big box retailers. You know,
Yes.
it was a really touch point for something that became kind of a revolution. And the kids that came after me knew that it was possible. And I think that's what it is. It's all about creating the possibilities, knowing that you can do it. And so
Yes.
I was just really the first one to do it.
Yeah, man. And I want to congratulate you, by the way, on making it to the Smithsonian. That is next level, and I want to congratulate you. So that's a round of applause. That's huge, man. So
Well,
and you deserve it. So
you know, I'm in the Smithsonian anthology book, so that's pretty cool. But you know, I think that now hip hop is being recognized, and all the, you know, obviously rap's been recognized for years,
yeah,
DJing and b-boying now at the Olympics. You know, I think that there's an artistic side to that. That's not just graffiti. You know, that there's other painters that come from the culture that paint the narratives who are also have made contributions. So it's not just like, you know, Dondi or Revolt or Risk or Shepard Fairey. They're incredible. They're great.
right.
But, you know, there's another side. Uh, there's another side to that whole world.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, the batch of artists that are, you know, that exist all over the world. It's so much talent. Like even the younger generation, there's the next Picasso could be possible. It's so many ranges, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. And they learn from OGs like yourself and get inspired, man, and try to sharpen their skills. And it's cool, man. I love to see it. So I wanted to ask you, man, if we could take it back, you coming up as a youngin', as a shorty, who are your influences for you personally, as far as what was the first time that you remembered that you can say I picked up a pen, a crayon, or whatever it was, and started just, you know, sketching on something? Do you recall that day, or was it a particular year?
You know, I was doing it early. My mom was a painter. My grandfather was a letterer. So my grandfather did
Wow.
like Felix the Cat and Prince Valiant and a lot of the classic lettering things. So, you know, we've just been doing it for forever, since I can remember. Like I said, you know, I was surrounded by art, and then I had the museums in New York. We had access to all the museums. And I used to play tag at the Metropolitan, and we would go to the yards and, you know, look at all the graffiti all over. You know, New York City was an artistic melting pot, as was all of the graffiti on the walls and the trains, the ones, the twos. It was just laden with history, inside and out. So inside you had the museums. You could go see a Rembrandt the same day that you could go see a Revolt or a Zephyr or a Dondi, because it was part of your, you know, it was an intrinsic part of every day. And then on top of that, my mom was painting at home because she was an artist, and my grandfather was sculpting and doing lettering. And so I was kind of immersed in it. It was part of just another language that I had.
Wow. So you were blessed to have it naturally in the family and the bloodline. It was already in the DNA, so it transcended with you, and you made it into a phenomenal thing, man. So again, yeah, man, it's important to appreciate everybody, you know, with all the times that are going on. I think it's important to recognize and give people their flowers. So again, man, it's amazing what you have done, man. You've made
I'm just
a
trying to get better.
phenomenal, right?
It's improving.
Oh, let me see that. Ooh.
You know, it's funny. Like, I can't see anything on the camera. Like, I can't see me. I'm going to go out and come back in. I'll be right there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no doubt. All right. Everybody, SlickBlast RapCast, this is how we're doing it. Justin Bull, the phenomenal Justin Bull. Yeah, he's a humble dude, man. Real cool dude. So he's going to be coming back on. And I'm glad we finally had him, have him present. Everybody, shout out. I appreciate you being on. All right, here we go. Go live. Okay, we're going to go back into it. All right. All right.
There we go.
Back at it.
Back at it.
Look at that. Amazing. Look at the background.
It's the BOA crew over
here. Salute to everybody, the BOA crew.
BOA crew over there, all over.
Beautiful, man. So you're in the Bay Area, correct? How long have you been in the West Coast? Because I know you're originally from New York, but how long have you been in the West Coast?
No, I'm in LA.
Oh, you're in LA?
Yes, I'm in LA. I've been here for a long time, since my 20s. So.
Oh, nice. Okay, so LA is home. LA is home.
Yeah, LA's home.
Okay.
BOA is our hip hop Bob Ross. Okay, that's interesting.
You know what? That's it. That is interesting, and that's the first time I hear that.
I like Bob Ross. I mean, I think in terms of the fact that he was really a social influencer, and he was very positive in terms of what he was trying to share with the world. That was really great. He was able to offer a vehicle of communication, and he had a huge reach. But that being said, our skill sets are completely different.
Right. Yeah, definitely different skill sets. But obviously, it's nice to be. Yeah, that was an interesting comment. So shout out to that gentleman or gentlewoman that threw out that comment. And if anybody has questions, everybody that's on with us, we appreciate you guys being on. Anybody has questions, feel free to ask, and I'll throw it on here, and Justin could check it out. So. So the De.O.A. Soul, the Daisies, you just released that. That was a couple of days. I saw that. Was it like 2 or 3 days ago? You released it, right? You posted it.
Yep, just doing it. It's a little bit more of a graphic design style, just a little simple, and it's really about the love of the culture. There's something graphic that I'm trying to communicate that I can't do with just paintings. Like I'm doing another book of Legends of Hip Hop, but the graphic pieces like the Wu-Tang Cream or the I Left My Wallet in El Segundo Tribe graphic piece, or the other one that we're talking about right now, the De La Soul.
Yes.
I don't know, there's something cool about that. Like, what's the simplest amount of information you can convey to tell a big story without doing a huge involved painting like I always do? My LL Cool J painting is taking me months now. That's a 7.5 foot painting called The Birth of Hip Hop. And it's just, it's a different thing. So then we're also working on a, salt and pepper painting.
Ooh.
A lot of stuff.
Damn.
When is the opening in Pasadena? We are shutting this place down. There is not an opening. We are closing. We are getting out of here. I'm getting out of California.
Really?
100%.
Gotcha.
Yes, gotta go. It's time to go. Going. I cannot. The corruption in California is astronomical, and the lack of freedoms is astronomical, and the incredible wealth and taxation is, there's no point being here anymore. So
yeah,
I love the weather, though. The weather's the nicest weather in the world. So, but headed to Texas.
Oh wow.
The question Svet has is, will I take you when you move? Of course not. I got a solo. I got all these. I got a whole. I have a whole crew to take.
That's right.
I have no. Hold on, let's get that on camera. Got that. Just kidding. Taxation for working people is high, or you mean corporate tax? No, for people. For
yep.
It's difficult to have a business, a small business. It's not California. California's not small business friendly. I mean, look at Elon Musk. He moved out of California, and he's making billions of dollars. He moved to Texas to save money, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, looking at San Antonio, I like San Antonio a lot. It's very free. It feels very kind of calm. You know, like LA, you have a lot of.
It's kind of fast. LA's kind of fast.
Well, you know,
right?
I'm from New York, so for me, it's slow in that way, but it's fast in terms of like everybody's got an angle. You know, everybody's like on the hustle. Everybody's gonna be a superstar. I'm gonna be the biggest actor. I'm gonna be the biggest producer. I'm gonna be the biggest. Everybody. Yep. It's like, okay, cool. But in Texas, people are like, no, I'm just cool. Like working. I'm good. Like, you know, I'm cool having a family. You know, it's
simple.
It's so simple. It's like strip down all the layers and it's simple. So yeah, no, I love San Antonio, believe it or not. I like Dallas a lot. I like Houston, but I'm a little, you know, the rain in Texas freaks me out, to be honest.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper too, for sure. Velart says it's cheaper. Junomi says LA is too Hollywood. I mean, it is Hollywood.
What it is. That's what it literally is.
It is what it is. You know?
Yeah.
So, but it's more affordable, and I think it's a little bit more down to earth, because Velart says, holler if you need any help moving. I will. You just messed up. I'm going to screenshot it right now.
And screenshot that because you got it. That's official right there.
Oh my God. We've been moving for like, you know, my wife's moving out of her place, and I'm looking at Scott. You just looked on Scotsman from Scotland. He looked on a map, and there's way down south. Is it really down south? San Antonio, Ciara? From us? It's Texas. I don't know how far south it is, though.
Yeah.
It feels like lateral east. Am I wrong? Is it way further south? Maybe.
I've heard San Antonio is beautiful. I got a friend in the Army. He's in Houston, Texas, but he said San Antonio is beautiful, just visiting over there. You know?
Houston's beautiful too. Austin's beautiful.
Yeah, Houston.
But no, it's Central Texas. Oh, okay.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, bottom of the map. It is bottom of the map? But is it further south than where we are? Like if you draw a straight line to New York, do you? From New York, semantics.
Yeah, geographics. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's interesting though. It's interesting to break down different states. I wanted to ask you, because I ask every guest on the show, dead or alive, who are you working with? It could be an MC, a breakdancer, it can be a producer that you haven't worked with yet, and who would be three that you would want to, a dream team for you that you would want to work with and say, okay, just this weekend I'm calling you, let's make something happen. Anybody that comes to mind in particular?
Well, LL Cool J is happening, so that's cross that off the list. Yep. So Sideshow Collectibles is happening because they're coming out with statues with them, so cross that off the list.
Oh my God!
I mean, you know, I would, you know, Will Smith, maybe. Jazzy Jeff is a good friend. I love him. It'd be really fun to do something with them. You know, people who understand the culture. Jay-Z, Kendrick.
Nice.
But you know, I work with a lot of people. So you know, I've worked with Gore Verbinski, who directed Pirates of the Caribbean and Rango.
Oh wow!
You know, I work with a lot of different people. So it's hard to say. I really wouldn't even know, because sometimes you're like, oh, I want to work with that person. Then you work with them and you're like, maybe that wasn't the best.
Right. Okay. That's fair. I like the answers, though. All good answers. And I didn't know. Wow, the dude from Pirates of the director you said of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, Gore Verbinski.
Okay,
Yeah.
talented director. Wow, that's pretty dope,
Any
man.
female artist? Yeah, of course. You know, like Missy Elliott. I would say Missy. Uh, Niji says any female artist, and I would probably say Missy would be my number one because
Wow.
she's so avant-garde, she's so creative, and she's so dedicated to thinking outside of the box.
Yes.
And so I think because of that, I would say she's the one, Missy Elliott. That's number one.
It's funny, just great minds think alike, because Master Ace was on last week and he said the same thing that you just said right
really?
now. The same thing, and he said it on the spot just like you did. He said,
"That's funny."
Yeah, so that's pretty dope that you guys had the same answer. And I agree, Missy Elliott, she's a vocalist, a dancer, and obviously a dope MC. She's just she is. I wouldn't say the jack of all trades. What's another way to say that? A jackstress of all trades. I don't know.
Well,
But
she's multifaceted, multi-talented, highly creative.
yes.
You know, she seems to put her own money into what she does, on top of the fact that, you know, she's doing something. It seems like she's also putting her best foot forward financially, and I think that, you know, like Junomi just says right now, she's way ahead of her time, and she really
Agreed.
is.
Yes.
She's kind of a forward thinker, and it's like, what's next? You know, how do you crack the mold of yeah, Missy and D.O.A would be epic, but we'll see.
Well, we're gonna declare it to the universe that that's gonna happen. So we're gonna keep. We'll declare it for sure.
It could be happening. Who knows?
Absolutely.
You know, I love Taboo from Black Eyed Peas, and we're doing a little something together too. So, you know,
nice.
There's a lot of good, you know, a lot of good synergy going on.
Super dope, man. And who is your favorite sports team? Are you into sports, man? I was curious about that as well. Are you into sports? Like, do you have an NBA team, an NFL team in particular?
No,
or?
I mean, I did NBA Street for EA Sports. I did NFL Street for EA Sports as well. I designed those games, so those games are my games, my designs.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
No wonder it looked familiar. The animation, and I'm like, I'm looking at your artwork on my wall, and I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, I never knew that. So thank you for making that official.
Yeah. So
wow.
Damn. I think MMA is the only sport that I like, because it's so raw. You know, it's like, here's the deal. It's not dependent on the team. It's just like, it's so mental. Even though it's incredibly physical, it's super mental. So it's really about me and you. Like, who's going to kill who? And, you know, at the end of the day, I did jiu-jitsu for 14 years, and my daughter was a world champion jiu-jitsu fighter. I came up with really loving, you know, I still love jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu and MMA, but I would say MMA more.
That's super dope, man. So that's definitely your bread and butter in terms of the sport, right? That's definitely your favorite, obviously.
Yeah, I like boxing, obviously, but I grew up loving boxing. But I used to follow NBA, and I just like MMA. You know, you have only this much bandwidth, right? I have 2 kids. I have a million projects.
Yes, right.
You know, I'm talking to you. Like, how much time do I have to do anything recreational? I don't watch any TV anymore. I don't go to the movies anymore. I have no time. The only thing I do is at very, very late at night, I catch up on my MMA. And I know so much about MMA in terms of, like, I'll hang out with professional fighters.
Oh, wow.
I'll be like, oh, no, that actually was in UFC 251. And they're like, oh. It's like, that's how much I like, too much, really, to be honest.
Well, that's great. So that means you're a Wikipedia for UFC. You're the guy to go to as far as like all the fighters and there's, you know, the weight classes. So are you a fan of McGregor, or are you a big McGregor guy, or do you think that his ship has sailed?
Well, I mean, I think he's good for the sport. I mean, I think anytime you get somebody of that magnitude. What's up, Kenjo? I'm just going to say what's up to Kenjo.
Shout out, Kenjo.
Anytime you have somebody that's a mouthpiece like that, it's a good thing. But, you know, do I think he's the greatest 155er? No, I don't think he could beat anybody in the top 5 anymore. His ship has sailed, and he's the wealthiest guy in the sport. He was a great mouthpiece for the sport. I don't know how he is as a human being, but
Right. Exactly.
probably doesn't seem very nice.
Right. From
But
what we've
you know,
seen, right? Yeah.
Amanda Nunes is the beast. She's the best for sure. I mean, she's
Oh, man,
unbelievable.
she is a beast, actually. Definitely. When I was a kid, Hoist Gracie, he stood out for me. Like the whole Gracie family, I've always admired their skill set, and I feel like it was just natural with them, man. And they choreographed a lot of for movies. Actors that did kung fu type of flicks. They were right there.
Well, without them, there's no MMA. I mean, it doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. But anyway,
Amen.
bro, I got like 1 minute, and then we all have to take these kids to storage, and I have a huge full day. But I just
Gotcha, my brother. Hey,
just
man, you
want to
know
make
what?
sure.
No, man, this has been a blessing having you on, and an honor and a pleasure. So definitely do your thing with the family, and hopefully we can have you on when you're situated, man, and in a different, more relaxed situation, right? Because I know you're busy.
I'll never be relaxed. I'm always working. Up at 6 in the morning, in bed at 2 in the morning, and keeping it going. But of course, man, I appreciate you, and thank you for asking those questions. And now, hopefully, we can manifest Missy happening this conversation. Because I never thought about that. I never really, because you work with people. I'm doing a collab with the Entourage guys from the TV show Entourage, and then
Really?
LL Cool J, and
Dope.
yeah, I did a painting of all of the Entourage guys in Nighthawks, which is the famous painting by Edward Hopper. So
Wow.
I
Wow.
did something really, really beautiful that we're going to release, but I don't know when. Talking to a bunch of other people, but like I never really thought about it because it always happens organically. So now thinking about it, like Missy Elliott, oh, that's interesting. That could be cool, and that's very possible.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And I'll make sure when I post this, I'll tag Missy Elliott's IG profile. And like I said, I'm going to speak it to the universe.
A lot of times when you do that, you speak it into existence.
Yes.
The second you have it, so you got to be careful what you speak into existence. Right? Because sometimes oh man, fuck that, and all of a sudden that happens. Or like, oh man, I want to work with Missy, and all of a sudden that happens.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. All right. Well.
All right, brother. God bless you, man, and the family, and
bless,
it should be interesting. Your new chapter in life, going to the next chapter. That's awesome. Looking forward to it.
Heading towards freedom.
I love it.
Outside of the tyranny.
Freedom Boulevard is, I think, the best boulevard to head to. Freedom Boulevard.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys.
All right, brother. Peace, man.
Thank you, bro.
God bless you, man.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Peace. Bye-bye.
All right. Peace. All right. There you have it. I love the Commish fam scouting Justin to go to Houston. That's so cool. I love it. So there you have it. The legendary Justin Bull. It was a blessing to have his time and be with us on. And thank you. Thank you. Appreciate y'all, definitely. And forever, all the followers, actually, the people that I'm not familiar with that was on the show chiming in, I appreciate y'all as well. June known 20, yeah, definitely. Appreciate you. Much love. Yeah, so give SlickBlast RapCast a follow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We also have t-shirts as well. Some nice t-shirts and very affordable. So, yeah. Man, thank you for that. Yeah, Dame. Appreciate that. June known 20, Liam, Jose, much love to all of y'all. Blessings. I will keep everybody posted with the next guest, and there'll be some surprises along the way, okay? So y'all have a blessed day. Much love to you as well. Yeah, like I said, give SlickBlast RapCast a follow and spread the good word out, all right? Appreciate y'all. Be blessed. I'm the Balkan Nostalgic. This is SlickBlast RapCast. See you soon.